advices, and because of this I decided to make a whole video about my whole stretching that I'm usually doing. I've been practicing this for a couple of years, and for the main principles for this video, I don't want you to exactly follow this as a tutorial by the tempo I'm doing it. I'm giving you the main advices, the main steps how to do it, and also the techniques how to do it. And in this sense, I really think that it's gonna be like a shortened video, which please take your time to follow, to copy, and please feel free if some of the stretches are just too much for you to not copy it. If it's not on your level, then please don't hurt yourself, because stretching is mainly about to have a good warm-up for exercising, or to release the flex muscles, or to help all muscles sore. But yeah, my main way to do it is starting from the further parts of the limbs, getting closer to the spine, to torso, and yeah, I'm gonna start it with my wrists. So you can flex your fingers, because in some sense it is like the furthest. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing. It's like I'm trying to push my thumb, fingers backwards. Some circles for your wrists can help. I do it only one direction, it doesn't necessarily has to be in both. For your neck. This particular warm-up or stretching is more like a dynamic one. So in this sense, please make sure that you're doing it in a comfortable tempo, not to hurt yourself, because some stretches are more like static and some more like dynamic. It's about to flex the joints in the levels of freedom it has. Let's say it like this. Okay, so I started with my upper limbs, with my lower limbs. I hope it's on camera. I'm also starting with my toes, and I'm highly recommend to do it, because a lot of people miss it to do it as a warm up, and they will feel pain in their palm of their feet, and that's how you can do it. Both ways. One and the other. And then I can flex my ankle. I usually do also for my elbows. I never felt it to be necessary, but maybe because I'm doing it all the time. So yeah, it makes sense. And for it, that's it. And for the shoulders, you have two parts of your shoulders. One of your end of your upper arms bone, which you can do this circles, and you have the shoulder joints. So both of them are needed to be stretched. But of course, because they are so close to each other, maybe it's going to be all together. So I really think that it's good to start with just a good upper stretching, and You can also help yourself with your breathing, like breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. I usually do put my elbow behind my head and try to push and hold it there a little. Here I'm telling you that if you find the peak of your angle that you can stretch one of your joint, just please hold it there. Hold it there in a while and then breathe in. And when you breathe out, you can push a little further. Don't hurt yourself, it's not a race. Yeah. But I just want to show everything because on the other hand, I don't have much data on my mobile, so some of the parts just needs much more time. So please don't use this video as copy 100% because like, no, it's not like this. This, not enough. Sometimes it takes minutes, okay? But it's just to show what I'm doing. So for this, you can do, you can stretch the outer rotators of the rotator muscles, and for the forward rotators, put your hands together and you can do one way like this and then just press it over and press, press, press. For some people that's enough, but for to make it further, I like to, as you can see, I twist my elbows, my wrists out, so my elbows have a different position, and for just because of this, without any effort, I can push them much higher. You can use a wall, because with the wall you don't have to use your muscles. You can just use the stability of a wall. And yeah, here we go again. Breathe in, breathe out. And you can go also further. Here's a dynamic one. This one I really like because you can just like throw it very easily. Doesn't necessarily need so much effort, and you can do it like sideways. If you are feeling comfortable, please try to touch your hands behind you. But you can also do like this more elegant way, with your palms up to the sky. And with this, you're not just like stretching and warming up your scapula muscles, but also your chest. And for chest, I see a lot of people having this shoulder position, which makes your chest shoulders shorten, because the starting and the ending part of the muscle getting closer to each other, and the muscles want to be effective, so they shorten to be adapted to it. And to open your chest up, I usually use the wall too. Like you can put your elbow like this to the wall, and with open chest, try to push yourself against the wall and rotate out. You can do it in both ways. But also like longer one with elongated arms, like this. And since the chest muscle looks like the shape of like a brush, like it has a very big starting point and it ends up in a small ending point. So in this sense, every direction that you feel comfortable to stretch, don't hesitate to do it. I also like it to do it in this way. And this one is also very good for your triceps. If you feel comfortable, try to grab your thumb behind your arm, like this, and you can grab your upper arm to elongate the ending point of your triceps, like this. Okay? And in this sense, I'm not behind, like this. And this one helps a lot for triceps if you're doing very much push-ups or you just like have problems here. And of course, don't forget to make some good big circles. But for shoulders, I think that's enough. And since we are also going for the further point to the closer point to the torso, now let's deal with our knees. For knees, I'm not usually doing so much things, but in the beginning at least, applying some gentle circles just to go down a little. And now, two main parts we're gonna deal with is your hip and your lower back. And for this, I will not 100% follow my rule. So I'm just gonna show how I do it, and you can gain with it maybe. Just like first, try to lose yourself a little and still breathe in. And breathe out. 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 Don't hesitate to hold yourself in an uncomfortable position. It can very much help you. This, you can do like this. You don't have to go so far, you know, it's like from this, if you can just like feel your muscles as like cold chewing gums that like stretching slowly, you will feel it here, here, it's alright, okay, it's not a race. And after I'm doing this, I usually try to do it like with a wider step, like this. And when I'm feeling comfortable about that, try to go from one leg, try to touch some part of your leg that you can push. Pull yourself, like this. You can do it like this, or this, whatever. The other leg. Back. And I'm usually doing this till the time I feel comfortable, just to wiggle my lower back like this. After that, I try to keep the position of my legs, but I go a bit lower, and here with your forearm you can push your knees out, like this. If this has a bit harder level, when you do it like this, I guess you have seen the movie clip of Call on Me. Girls are doing this in that way. One and the other. Yeah. And as I said all the time, you can take your time in any stretch positions to make yourself more loose. If it's it's needed, or you have time, or you have energy and effort for it. The next one I really like. Try to keep your legs the same position. Try to go down. In this position, what it's important that your legs are like not weirdly in front or weirdly out. It's just like comfortable, and try to go as far on one of your knee as you can, and try to keep the other feet on the floor. It's like this. Try to find yourself comfortable, and then you can go to the other one. As you can see, the way I'm switching, I'm still down. That's also part of the stretching. You don't have to. You can still just like come up and go down, come up and go down, but still, if you can sit on your heel, doesn't necessarily matter. This kind of warm-up helps you to continue the next one, which is the way that when you sit down in a wide position, and for now, just breathing, breathe out. Oh yeah, for this, you don't have to be super wide. Make it comfortable. What is important that your knees are straight. If you have to do it like this, then make it shorter. Then eventually you can put your knees down, and then step by step you can open it. In this position, you can just like go further, further. Breathe in, breathe out, take your time, whatever. Until you find yourself at your peak. Okay, find yourself at your peak, wherever you are. Keep it there, it's uncomfortable, it's part of the story. Yeah. And after a while, you will feel that, okay, you're loose enough. So, if you're loose enough in symmetrical way, try to go to side. Because that's the best part to stretch your torso. You're doing the best part of it. As you can see, I try to keep my upper back, my upper body open, not like going down, not like, oh my god, I have to touch my feet. No. Keep yourself in the front. Because that's the way that you can, I'm trying to show, like, your hip bone, which is going back, and your ribs can go further in the side. And usually I'm trying to grab my feet, I hope it's on the camera, try to open, try to go to the side. You don't have to go like this, because as you can see, I'm twisting. Don't twist. Do it like this. It's much better. Maybe you cannot go that far. Like this. Okay. And also to the other side. In these stretches, sometimes I feel comfortable to find my way to go a bit further, keep my feet where they are, and like twist a little, because sometimes my hip cracks in a position and it's releasing. Maybe it's for you too. But as I said, you don't have to do everything. Okay, that is comfortable for you. And after that, you can just put your legs next to each other, go to front. Try to touch your knees. Try to make it straight at first. Your knees, your ankle, your feet. Try to go down. Try to do it with your leg ligaments, not with your back. don't make too much curve on your leg. Try to keep it a bit straighter. Okay, the next one I usually do is twist my legs, like left is crossed, so I use my right elbow to push it behind, then I can twist. Maybe you heard the cracks. Like that. I'm fine now. I twist, right knee, left elbow, and twist. The next one I want to show you is very good for your rotators, for your hamstrings and quadriceps. No, for your leg, okay. Which is like your leg is in front of you like this. Try to push this leg behind to you. You can make it like this, that it's has an angle, and then just go forward and go down, because in this sense this leg is not stretching, but your front leg can still be stretched. It's like this, and what is important here is to push your upper back in front as far as you can, like this, and try to keep your butt on the floor, because if you go forward you will not stretch so much. Yeah, so just go down. What I'm usually doing is I'm making a little twist, so my leg behind is straight, and in this way I can stretch both of my legs, and yeah, still going down, and yeah, relax a little, try to use your breathe, as I told you, and you can do the other leg, like twisted is also a way, this, you can find your way, try to do both of your shoulders to put down, then you can do a little twist, and then bring it down, wait a little, like that, just to feel comfortable. Sorry for my feet, I understand. And yeah, we did rotators in, so we have to do the rotators out. Each. Now this leg is perpendicular at my knee and at my ankle, and yeah. In this way, I try to rotate my hip in the direction to my feet, so my leg is rotating outside. And yeah, sometimes I go in front for this leg, and to the other leg, which is good for stretching still the hamstrings, just like about some extra. And still the same. You can still go this way. We didn't stretch the quadriceps on our feet, on our legs. And the best way for it is, it has two. One is that you have a bigger step, and then try to make your leg in the back straight, and use your front leg to go lower, as low you can. Your hip in front, open your chest, and to open your chest, the best way is the way this to be started, just to open it and then try to go down, and the best place to feel it is exactly on your quadriceps, like this, and that's the way it is. Some people like to do it like this. I don't recommend it, because then the way where the stretch goes is not finding the way at the quadriceps. So try to use your hips and your feet to make it clear. And yeah, this way, and also this way. It's pretty nice. Take your time, take your time. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And yeah, maybe I'm not doing it perfectly, but if you're like doing like this way, you will feel that, oh my god, there's no stretching here. The more you push your hip back, the more you can feel it, that it works. The more I go back, I have to go back in my knees like too. So yeah, don't make it like it's painful, even though it's painful. So yeah, and still for quadriceps, grab your elbow, ankle, or your feet, whatever. Yeah. This way, you can just like pull it as far as you can. And it has a next level version when you will try to find a place on the floor for your hand, and in this sense you can stretch it a little bit more. This one needs a little bit of balance. Okay, like this. Yes, and you can change your leg. Still, just hold it. Try to find your balance. Try to pull it, or pull it a little more, a little up. Depends on you. And then find a place on the floor. After you found the place on the floor, you can make it even more. And as I said, take your time. But this version has an opposite way for your hamstrings. Grab your knee, try to push it to your body. Like this. And for the other one, like that. What we were missing is that, I'm not recommending this for everybody, but like, and I'm not doing it perfect, but like, just I can put them all together, but yeah, I was trying to show you that like you can write this split. As you can see, I'm not doing perfectly, but the main principles can still be shown on an imperfect version, which is about to try to make your legs straight, and try to go down, and still try to keep your hip up, and that's the way. And it's nice to make the turn sideways. And to turn back. But these are not so important. And still, your abdominal muscles can be stretched pretty easily with a bridge, which can be done like this. And still I can make a twist on it. For example, if you can go to the side, and this way you can stretch your toes and go to the side. And to the other side. Also, some people like to put their leg up like this. Push it to the floor, to the sides. This depends on the people. I'm not sure if I have anything else in my mind. I'm not usually doing more. For basic stretching, which I also like to do, is some capoeira kicks, but I think it's supposed to be made in another video. And as I said, you don't have to follow everything, you don't have to do it fast, you don't have to do it at the same level. Warming up and stretching is about to be adapted to your level, and don't hurt yourself, because in this way you just need some time.